Hey everyone! So, if you're working in product management right now, you've probably felt it, right? The ground is practically shifting beneath our feet. Today, we're diving into this explainer to unpack a massive, radical shift that has quietly but completely rewritten the job of the technical product manager over the last year. I mean, the tools are changing, expectations are totally shifting, and the very nature of how we build products is evolving. We're going to break down exactly what this new AI native stack looks like, and more importantly, how it's going to completely transform your day-to-day. But first, let's just get real for a second. Look at these tasks: backlog grooming, writing tickets, chasing status updates, summarizing endless feedback. Honestly, just hearing that list might give you a mild panic attack. For years, these incredibly manual, highly administrative, and let's be real, kind of soul-crushing tasks just devoured a PM's week. You were literally living in the operational trenches. But here is the absolute game changer we need to talk about. This is exactly the work that AI now does exceptionally well. It grooms, it drafts, it chases, and it summarizes. Okay, let's dive into this core idea. Because I know when people hear that AI can do half their job, the immediate reaction is panic. But we've really got to reframe this. That is not a threat. It is a promotion. Seriously, let that sink in for a moment. As an AI native PM, you're looking at a huge elevation in your career. You don't have to just blindly execute the manual grind anymore. You're moving up. You are shifting from being the executor to the orchestrator. It's like going from the person mindlessly turning the crank to the master engineer designing the whole machine. Let's move to section 1, linear versus continuous loops, and how we're evolving the product lifecycle. To really grasp this evolution, think about the old school product lifecycle. It was incredibly rigid, right? Very linear. First, you've got your research, then you stop and you plan, then you build, and finally, way at the end, you measure. Now, back when PMs were just executors, you had to run every single one of those phases entirely by hand. You were literally carrying the baton yourself, from step 1 all the way to step 4, dragging it through every silo. It was slow, it was exhausting, and honestly, it meant you could only focus on one thing at a time. So here is the massive paradigm shift. The old way, that was the executor, running those manual phases step by step. The new reality is the orchestrator. In an AI-native organization, those siloed phases don't just happen one after the other in a vacuum anymore. No, they run as one giant continuous system. Customer signals, new opportunities, validation, prioritization, they are always active. They are always on. Your job isn't to sweat through each phase manually anymore. Your job is to design and supervise this continuous loop. Now, you might be wondering, while you're busy supervising, what exactly are the AI agents doing in the background? Well, they're taking on all the heavy lifting. They are out there constantly monitoring customer signals. They are instantly triaging incoming feedback the second it hits. They analyze that data to proactively suggest roadmap adjustments, and get this, they can even kick off experiments entirely on their own. The loop basically runs itself, powered by AI, while you get to sit comfortably in the control room. And this brings us to such an empowering realization. This whole new world rewards the exact high-value skills you, as a technical PM, already possess. The most important work you can do is no longer writing the perfect, flawless Jira ticket. Not even close. Your highest value work is identifying the most critical problem spaces. It's making those tough trade-offs when new data shifts your priorities. It's tweaking your decision system to improve signal quality and confidence scoring. In short, systems thinking beats ticket writing. If you can reason about a complex pipeline, you can absolutely reason about an AI-driven product decision system. Right, on to section 2, the connected data catch. Now, what's really interesting about this next part is the technical trap we need to avoid and why these AI loops sometimes fail. Because as incredible as this automated system sounds, here is the harsh reality. An AI native loop absolutely only works if your data is connected. If your customer feedback is locked away in one tool, your analytics are buried deep in another, and your product roadmap is just floating out there in some disconnected spreadsheet, well, your AI is flying blind. And when AI can't see the full picture, it can't orchestrate a thing. And guess what happens then? You get forced right back into being a human API, literally copying and pasting between 15 different browser tabs just to hold it all together. To actually get the leverage we're talking about, you absolutely need a connected substrate. Let's define what that actually means. A connected substrate, sometimes called a product graph, is this foundational data layer where every single signal, document, and decision is actively linked. It's a huge web. This architecture is the magic that allows AI to reason across your entire product. It's not just doing basic summaries of one isolated silo, it literally sees the matrix. Tools like Specky are built entirely around this product graph architecture, specifically so the AI understands the deep context behind a decision rather than just reading the raw text of a random piece of feedback.
And this right here is what it truly means to be AI native. It is not just awkwardly slapping a chatbot onto your existing broken process. No way. It is a fundamental, ground-up redesign of your workflow. You have to build the workflow around the AI right from the start. You create a single, unified hub where all those signals flow in. From there, the AI natively surfaces opportunities, and every single decision you make is captured and connected directly back to your big picture strategy. It becomes one cohesive, intelligent ecosystem.
So why does getting all this architecture right actually matter? Well, it comes down to this number right here, 2. Technical PMs who manage to design this connected, AI-native system will be able to outship teams twice their size. Think about that multiplier on your output. When the AI is handling the friction, doing the triaging, and connecting all the dots in the background, your velocity just absolutely skyrockets. You and a tiny team can start operating with the sheer impact of a massive enterprise organization. It is a total game changer. Which brings us to our final section, the PM of 2026, and building the best decision system. As we look out at the next couple of years, I want to pose a very direct question to you. Will you write tickets or will you design systems? Really, how do you plan to spend your time? Because the market demand for human ticket writers, that is dropping straight to zero. But the demand for systems thinkers, for true product orchestrators, is going absolutely vertical. You've got a major choice to make right now about how you apply your technical skills. I want to leave you with this thought. The PMs who thrive in 2026 will not be the ones who write the most tickets. They will be the ones who build the best decision system and let AI run it. The tools are already here. That promotion is just sitting there waiting for you. It is time to stop the manual grind, once and for all, and step fully into your new role as the orchestrator. So what's it going to be? Are you ready to step up and build a machine? Or are you going to keep turning the crank?